Hey, what's up guys? Sean here. Not 100% sure if your boy's crazy or not. I'm headed out on a 3.5 hour road trip to Sebastian, Florida to do an overnight kayak camping trip with the guys from Florida Bushcraft. Probably gonna get flooded on and probably eaten alive by bugs, but that's all part of the game. Let's get it. So I had every intention of getting up early this morning and getting on the road about 5:30, but I was so excited about this trip that I couldn't hardly sleep last night. So I got to bed about midnight, and I didn't even get to sleep till about 1. So when that alarm went off at 5, I didn't get up. I shut the alarm off and laid there for a little while. So unfortunately I'm on the road a little later than I wanted to, but we'll get there eventually, and should be a good day. Actually, I've looked at the radar, and tentatively, depending on if things change or not, my arrival time looks like I'll have a window to be able to get to the island and everything before maybe the afternoon rains and everything get there. So fingers crossed we get over there and get everything set up before it rains. But if not, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. We're gonna make this into an adventure. So now we just got to go ahead and get this thing on the highway and get out of this freaking town, put this thing in the wind, and get on down to the river. Let's go. I sure could use my navigator right now, I'll be honest with you. All these little roads I got to turn off on, and there's a bunch of like detour signs and stuff now, so trying to keep up with all of it by myself is quite a bit, because I don't really drive this area very much, so I'm more of a back roads kind of guy. Greg, where you at? I need you, buddy. Hopefully I can get you out on the next trip, though. We'll make it there eventually. Well, we made it down. The storm is starting to come in here, and water is pretty rough, so we're gonna have to get this thing loaded up and get on out there. Hopefully we can get on across here to that island before it starts to get too bad. Okay, so unfortunately I had dropped at the wrong spot, so I had to load my kayak back up, come down a little ways. But if you look back behind me, that storm is coming, and that's the island I'm headed to right over there. So we got to get this thing in the water and get going. Okay, so with the load we've got here, we are definitely testing the limits of what this thing can carry. We're definitely heavy, but all we can do is put it in the water and see how she does. And all we can do now is put her in the water, paddle, and see how it goes. Let's get it. Okay, so this thing, it's pretty rough out here. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this camera away, get on over to that island. I'll pick you back up there. So I was definitely overloaded and it just couldn't handle the heavy water and the weight. So I had to call in some backup. These guys are gonna help me ferry this stuff across there. I hate to have to do it, but just what I gotta do today to have instead of having to go home. All right, here comes the rescue squad right here. Well, we finally made it. Thanks to Brian and Nico coming ferrying me. If it hadn't been for them, I'd never made it over here today. I just had this thing way overloaded, and now it's a lot better, but when I was trying to paddle across there, it was getting big and the wind was blowing, and it just made it impossible. I was almost in a drink a couple times. I was just barely able to get back to the beach and call Brian, and him and Nico paddled over there and ferried all my stuff over. So I appreciate those guys. It would have been a rough time having to just turn around and go back home because I couldn't get my stuff over here, but thankfully we made it over here, and now we're going to get our stuff set up, and some fish are feeding over here, so fingers crossed I'm going to be able to throw a line in the water here in a little while and see if I can catch something. Well, so this is going to be home for tonight. Look who I found over here. You can see him.
I like the live stream.
We got Phoenix over here. So this is going to be home for tonight. We're going to set up right here. I'll have Phoenix and Miss, how do you pronounce it again? Ronell, that's right. So Phoenix and Miss Ronell for neighbors tonight. And look at the beauty right here. So this should be a nice place to set up, but I want to go ahead and get this thing set up because I definitely want to get out here and see if I can catch a fish. Whew. Well, as you can see, we got everything set up and ready. Now we can just kind of hang out and chill for a little while. I'm gonna cool off for a few minutes and eat me a little bit of something for lunch. It's a little after 2 now, so sit here and eat me a little something for lunch. I've got some something good for dinner tonight. I made pre-cut it up and everything, made lemon pepper chicken, and we're gonna put those on skewers and hopefully cook those over the fire. And so it should be a good evening. I was informed earlier to be careful with my food because there is rats on this island, so that should be fun too. But I think I'm gonna rest for just a little while, and I've seen some like fish splashing around over here by these mangroves over here. So I don't know that much about saltwater fishing, but I know that red fishing is very similar to bass fishing, and I've got a little bass set up, so I figured if nothing else I'll just give it a shot. I don't know what I'm doing, but if you don't fish at all you definitely can't catch anything, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna have to go put my other mic on this thing. I'm sure it's getting pretty windy here, but like I said, I'm gonna sit here and relax for a little while and enjoy this breeze, cool off a little bit, and have me a little bit of lunch.
My basic income?
Yep, this is your basic income. This is what you should be able to survive on.
Okay.
This is a living wage. 3 prickly
I am nothing against guns.
4. We gotta roll. So this is how this game works. You gotta roll again. We're still trying to see who goes first.
No, that has nothing to do with Star Wars.
3, 5. All right. So you start us out. Everybody put a bet in.
Well, we've been lucky up to this point, but as you can see, that rain's starting to come on across the river there, so it's fixing to get down. So I think we're fixing to hunker down and try to ride this thing out. It's looking kind of rough. We actually were having a really good time over there playing dice, and that's what's nice about these little group camps like this, is having little stuff like that to do as a group, and just messing around, you know, with some guys, just having a good time hanging out. So, but it's getting closer and closer, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this. Hey, what are you guys doing?
You know.
They told me there was a fish out here.
No one brought dinner.
You guys got license? You guys got a fishing license?
Yeah, he's got it right there.
Extreme close up. Like that's really close. So I don't really have any kind of saltwater stuff, but I do have this little white paddle tail. So we'll go out here and see if we can find something. You guys don't laugh at me. I really don't know how to fish.
Well, we can just edit it later. Just cut in somebody
Yeah, if
else.
anybody catches anything, damn it, I caught it. Oh, I'll edit that out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to put some weight on this thing. I thought it would be heavy enough, but it's not. Well, as you can see right back here it comes again. Storm coming in. I guess we're gonna hunker down and hide again for a few minutes. We've been doing a little bit of fishing. I haven't done any good, but I think we're fixing to get back and hunker down and hide. Well, rain's over again. Time to get back to fishing. You guys see there's a bunch of fish schooling and jumping and stuff right out there. You guys see that? All those fish are jumping right out there. I'm about to get the kayak and paddle over that way. Make sure we got this thing put in the pouch so I don't get water in it. Let's go see if we can find the fish. Crap. I left my PFD way up there. Alright, let's do the right thing. Let's go get it. Alright. Well, you go ahead and get ready, bud. I'm gonna just fish around right here. That's what I was going to do. So we're just gonna kind of get out here in the water just a little bit, not far, and just try to immediately cast it into the trees.
Yep. And if you turn it around the other way, it's gonna be easier.
What's the chance of me falling off?
If you don't lean side to side, you'll be great. Keep your head in line with your belly button, it'll float real good. Keep your core stabilized. You just have to stand up.
No thanks, I'm fine.
Ooh, that was something right there, guys. Ooh, there is something right in there that keeps going after it.
Ah, it's not turning. What do I do?
We'll just stay in here close. That way, don't get out there. Stay in here close and paddle around until you get it figured out, bud. And then we're gonna throw it directly back up into the tree, and we get it back out of the tree. So Phoenix is out here practicing on the kayak. Hasn't really done a whole lot of it before. Let me see if I can turn you around a little bit. Oh, see him up there? There you go. That's right. Back paddle that way and then paddle forward with the other side and it'll spin you around. Alright, now start paddling normal. There you go. There's a couple of little spots in here in those mangroves there that one of them I got a bite in earlier, so I kind of want to see if I can get back up in there. And something went after it. He's after it. It's so little. I don't know what that is. It's so little going after it. And we're back in the tree. No such luck. I think I'm about fished out now. I've got a couple bites, but nothing that was nothing I could hook, I don't guess. And the one that I saw that was chasing it, he wasn't about that big. You shoot my worms big as he was, so I just don't understand it. There's like these bait fish are jumping all over the place, so I know something's feeding, but I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I don't know how to catch them, but that's okay. It was still fun, and so I think now I'm gonna paddle around and just see what I can see. I think I'm gonna paddle around the little sandbar and go down that side. You going, or are you gonna stay up in here? You know, sometimes it's more important to spend some time out here working with a young guy like that on his kayaking and paddling around than it is to actually fish. I'm not going to keep anything I catch out here anyway, and if I can help him learn a little something, that's, in my opinion, it's a better use of my time. And he definitely wants to learn. So, if I can help, that's what I want to do.
My back is sore.
Yeah, it'll be more sore tomorrow too. That's okay. That's how you gotta learn.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
Yep.
Well, no fish, but that doesn't mean that we can't eat good tonight. These guys are getting the cook fire started up here, so I think we should go up here, start getting our chicken skewered up for our lemon pepper chicken skewers. Sounds good to me.
Just adding a smell on top of another smell.
Just this is a little bit louder than the pungent smell.
Yeah.
All right, Phoenix, you getting the fire going?
Yes.
Water soaked.
That'll smoke, yeah.
Looking good. Okay, so I went through the process last night of cutting up a bunch of chicken thighs and marinating them overnight in the lemon pepper seasoning. And I brought a bunch of these skewers, and this will be way more than I can eat, so I'll skewer it up, and if somebody else wants some of it, they can have it. So. All right, well that's a bunch of meat set up there. Looks pretty good to me. As soon as that thing gets burned down enough that it'll be safe to put these on there, we'll go get them on there and get them cooking.
Over here. If you want to go grab it.
So I decided that since I had a little bit of this chicken left over, I'd fish like Sean knows how to fish. And I'm gonna take just a couple of chunks of this chicken and put it on here and just throw it out there and let it set. And see if we catch anything that way. It's as good a chance as any, right?
Oh, we got a fish. Oh yeah.
Get him, Brian.
I don't know. You want to do it?
No.
Get over.
You hooked him.
I didn't hook shit.
You got him. Get him, Brian.
Got a fish.
Hey, Phoenix, can you grab in my kayak over there? There's a net. Have you got him?
Yeah. It's not a tiger shark or whatever. It's small. It's probably a puffer fish.
Oh,
Oh shit!
no.
Pop your rod. Well, it's catfish.
Yep.
Catfish.
There's the catfishing cradle and the silver spoon.
Got a catfish. Well, we did end up catching a little catfish, but I'm gonna toss him back in there. We're not gonna keep him. All right, go boy, go. Well, that was pretty cool. You know, I couldn't catch anything on the artificial stuff, but I know what I know. And I tossed some bait out there, let it set, and you see what happened. It might have been a catfish. We didn't want to eat him, but worst come to worst, we could have eat him if we needed to. And that was fun though. That's what it's all about.
Charming.
All right,
You're done, sir. Yeah.
got some chicken going on.
If they'd gotten you, so imagine the command. Do we have another line out? John, did we chuck another line out?
You're doing good.
Affecting the cooking.
No, it ain't hurting nothing. So I've got the chicken almost done. Tomas has got a apple streusel coffee cake thing going over here in the Dutch oven. That thing looks awesome. That's why I always try to make sure I come to one of these events if Tomas is going to be here, because I know there's going to be some sort of good cake or something like that coming. So I think the chicken's about ready. I'm about ready to go ahead and pull it off, I think.
Go dump it out there and chum, see if they come right up to you.
Yeah, there you go. Just hold your hand out and catch them.
Every time I've thrown this out, it's been stolen. So
Yep.
I'd say it might work.
That's right.
What do they call that, noodling?
Yeah, noodling. I don't know if I'd want a noodle for a saltwater catfish.
No, no. I think I'd agree with you on that.
Yeah. Well, got the chicken done. This is delicious.
That's where the next meetup is.
That's like no money at all.
Very good. Lemon pepper chicken. Cooked right over the fire. Can't hardly beat that. Man, that was a really, really good dinner. That chicken was spot on perfect. I cut it up last night, like I said, and put the lemon pepper seasoning and stuff on there, and then I just put it in the refrigerator and kind of let it set in those seasonings and kind of marinate. if it's dry, I don't know if it's considered a marinade. Is it a rub, I guess, maybe? But anyway, it sat in that all night. And then all day out here in the cooler it sat. And boy, it was delicious. And I definitely ate my fill. And everybody else kind of enjoyed a little bit too. But I think I'm gonna walk down here and enjoy the rest of the evening down here by the water, and probably sit up here and joke around with everybody and just have a good evening. So I think I will see you guys in the morning. Are you kidding me? Is that not the prettiest freaking sunrise? This is what it's all about, guys. This is what it's all about. Coffee. Sitting out here in the sunrise. I got up at like 5:30 to come out here and get this time lapse for you. The breeze is blowing off the water. You can't hardly beat this. I slept great last night. The breeze was blowing under my tarp. No-Seeums came out pretty heavy last night after dinner, so I am pretty layered up with bug spray, and they were heavy this morning first thing too. But dude, seriously, that's what it's all about right there. Love it. Gotta go make some breakfast and get this stuff packed up. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here pretty early this morning. Coffee. Well, we're all loaded up, got the area cleaned up. Now we gotta go load the boat and get on the water.
How ready on the ready scale are you?
Me?
Ready to roll?
I'm ready to shove off and see if my sinker floats. Well guys, looks like we made it back. The boat paddled pretty nice this morning. Nico did carry a little bit of my gear, so that helped me out, but we're almost back. That's where we got to get out at. Alright guys, so we made it back, and without much problem making it back. You know, when I first got here yesterday, I wasn't sure how this thing was going to go. It was stormy. I had to call those guys to rescue me and help me out, and but they came to my rescue and literally made the trip happen for me, and I really appreciate that. So it's just a great group of people, really nice group of guys here. You know, this trip, it's one that you know, a lot of people may not make, but it was well worth it. Just had a really great time. So if you enjoy videos like this, hit that subscribe button for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. All those things help. Leave me a comment below, and if you know anybody that may be interested in these kind of videos, share them. Share these videos out. Get it, you know, as many people to view this video as you can. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll see you next time.